don't know what is happening. I'm trying to fix that. I just feel so tired because of these technical issues every time. Like, every single time. I can't just start my stream without any issues. Yeah, hello guys. Hi, Bayard, Magic, Paladin, hello, I see your comments now. Good morning. Thank you so much. Thanks, you subscribed for 3 months. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's try to fix the board. I don't know what is happening right now. Like, I do the same thing every time and something just didn't want to work. Didn't want to show the board. This is just terrible. Where is your Halloween pumpkin? This is here. I just didn't like it there. Do you think it's better now? Okay, let's try again. Maybe let's try through this browser. What have I done? Okay. All right. Well. Can you see the board now? It should be fine, right? Yes, perfect. Well, then I'm going to share the link on the classroom. for you to join the classroom if you want to see the moves. YouTube as well. Here. Yeah, okay, and we finally can start. That's great. So how do you feel about Nimzo-Indian defense? Are you going to play it? You was just about to study. That's great. This is great. We're going to learn it for black. So d4, knight f6, c4. c4 at first. If your opponent plays knight f3 and doesn't play c4, this is something different. We're not going to talk about these positions together, but definitely we should have a look at this in the future. This move knight f3 without pawn on c4, that's important. Then e6, knight c3 and bishop b4. We already had one lesson with sidelines. Fourth move, sidelines. As I remember, it was like pawn sacrifice e4, it was queen b3, queen a4, it was bishop f4 we have considered. Anyway, you can find this stream on my YouTube and Twitch and watch it if you need. Today we are going to learn Zemsh system, a3, fourth move. And at first I'm gonna ask you if the music is not too loud, if everything is comfortable for you. Hello, nothing, I don't know it. Yeah, it's perfect, that's great. Are you interested in learning it because you joined the stream? I play Caro-Kann against everything. Wow, but Caro-Kann, this is just... What happened to our moves? Oh, it's here. Let me see. Oh. Where is it? Where is it, my YouTube? Now it's epidemic sound. Great, but I didn't want to. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying my best. Just believe me. Okay, probably I will share one more link for you to join. Alright, we have this position, Zemir system, and I have to share one more link with you. Вітаю. Hello. Alright. After a3, we take bishop takes c3 and pawn takes c3. If you don't want to trade your bishop and you want to go back, this is possible, but it doesn't make any sense, kind of, because for what you played bishop before, just to go back, why not bishop e7 already? So if you played bishop before, then you better take it. And the system with c5 here. Because some players love d5 and many other moves, but c5 definitely one of the best. Okay, and now we have f3 move. Also we have e3 move instead. Let's check. e3, f3, knight f3 is not good. So yeah, basically two lines. e3 is more popular on chess.com. I can check chess base online as well. To tell you the statistics. e3, f3. Yeah, e3 is more popular on chess base online as well. And f3 is the second line. We'll start with f3 and then we'll go to e3 system. Kaushik, hi, good morning. Bobor Tatransky. Bobor Tatransky. What course book we using? I am using a book by Lysenko and also chess base, engine, everything we can use. I tried to find some good books for black in this system, but of course I'm not gonna say this book is bad or wrong, we'll see. But I couldn't find any chess books by famous chess players. That is strange to me. Okay. f3, our move is knight c6. e4. And again we have some different lines and ideas, but d6 is the best, and do not spend that much time on learning everything. Probably let's try to learn best lines. We are going to consider it for black. If you would like to learn it as white, then you have to consider every black's move. I mean, to prepare it on a good level. Okay, d6 and bishop e3 here, knight h3 or bishop g5. Also, one more comment. After f3, don't castle that fast, because after bishop g5, let's put it on the board, bishop g5 or e4, you had showed your castle and your opponent can attack your king early on, like many different opportunities, but you better develop other pieces first and it can be useful in different openings, different systems for you. If you show that you castled, this is not for very beginners, because for beginners you have to learn first how to castle every time. This is more for advanced players. Don't show your castle, not always, but sometimes, just to see what happens, and do not allow your opponent to attack you. Yeah, before here. Okay, knight c6 out of line, after e4, d6. Yeah, some courses probably. I haven't found enough courses. I was looking for books. I prefer books. I don't know, maybe I'm too old. But I love books in general, and I couldn't use many courses. Maybe I have to. If you like it, of course, you can go through the courses. Thanks for following. What's the compensation for letting them have the bishop pair? That's a great question. Let's discuss it. What do you think? Let's go back to this position. We gave up our bishop for the knight and played c5. What's the compensation for black? Definitely this is good pawn structure for black, weak pawns for white. What else? I don't know, maybe that's it, just the pawn structure. We are playing against these pawns, we're trying to block them as black. We are trying to keep this position closed, because if we can't do that, to close the position, then our knights are going to be better than the bishop pair. Not always bishops are better, not always. And here, in this position, strategically, if someone understands the position better, then they will win. So if you can play this better than your opponent, to close position, to put your pieces on the right squares, then you will have two knights advantage. If white would understand this position better, they would open up the center, activate their bishops, and they would have a bishop pair advantage. Yeah. Ideally, if two engines would play, they would play a draw. Alright, after f3, d6, let's consider let's consider knight e2 first. Okay, no, probably we're going to start with sidelines again. Knight e2 is it has to be the best one of the best lines. We'll start with sidelines for white here. If white would try to sacrifice their pawn, bishop d3. Pawn takes. Bishop b2. Pawn takes again. Bishop c3. The idea is probably to try to open up the center to activate white's bishops, but after e5 black has an advantage. Actually here castle is possible, knight d7 is possible, but e5 just shows your plans. You basically blocked the center again, and these bishops are useless. So we are not afraid of bishop d3, this pawn sacrifice, we can take it. What else do we have? Also knight h3, knight h3, knight f2 is a normal idea for Zamesh. e5 here. Let me check this move e5, I'm not sure. In the book they say e5. Yeah, this is the best move, e5 here. Okay, what's the idea? We put our pawns on the dark squares. You have no dark squared bishop. This is important to keep it in mind. Your pawns should control dark squares. And e5 is matching this idea very well. And also we opened our bishop. Okay, after e5, d5, and bishop takes h3. pawn takes c6 and bishop c8 is the best move. Black is slightly better here. I've seen some lines where you can long castle as black in Nimzo-Indian. Chess is unique. You can do whatever you want. Even Magnus Carlsen played knight f6, knight g8, the first two moves against the grandmaster, and he won. So even if your idea gives an advantage to your opponent, it doesn't mean you're gonna lose. It just means your position is worse, but you can still play, you can still win the game. And if you understand this position very well, as when I commentated this metaverse tournament with Mikhailo Alexeyenko, he's a good grandmaster, strong grandmaster, and he was talking about Bortnik's Alekhine defense, e4, knight f6. This is not the best opening for black, but Bortnik plays this opening like every time against top grandmasters, and he has good results because he learned many computer lines where if white doesn't know the exact move, like the only single move which gives an advantage, then white lose or having troubles. And he knows many different lines like this. He uses this every time, and because of this opening is not popular for black, white usually is not paying that much attention. I mean, I'm not gonna spend all my time of learning Alekhine lines if I have to play against E5, I have to play against Sicilian, I have to play against French and other good openings. Why should I learn Alekhine as white? But Bortnik counts on this, and even he has mathematically he has a bad position, but he wins lots of times, many games. Don't show your cards, yes. They don't prefer books, yes. Oh, the visualization and calculation is too hard with books, but when I was an active chess player, I loved this process of having my book in hands and the chessboard, like a real chessboard, not like that one, and just to move pieces, to check everything. And everything you do, it's better to enjoy it. This was my way, and I remembered it better if I could move every piece myself, then repeat. If I would just click and watch the move on on the computer, I couldn't remember any single move. This hairstyle makes Diana look like a romantic person. I am a romantic person. It's a bad position, but if you are a GM, you can win that. No, everyone can win a bad position if you know what to do, if you have learned this position very well. I learned chess from books. Yeah, you see, I'm not the only one. Okay, let's go back. After d6, we have considered bishop d3 and we have considered knight h3. Also, after d6, bishop g5 is a bit early because after h6, bishop h4, we have queen a5 move. So if white play bishop g5 before we play b6, then after h6 queen a5, black has small advantage again. Okay, what else? Oh, sorry, after queen a5, let's see a few more moves. Queen d2, pawn takes d4, knight e2, pawn takes c3, knight c3 and e5 again. Let's talk about this position, why black play e5 so much. Why don't we afraid of giving up this square? Would you like me to ask you something like that? Because I feel like a coach right now. I would ask my student if we would learn this opening, why are we giving up this d5 square, and I would give the opportunity to think and to learn it better, to understand this position better. Or you would like me to explain every time and don't waste your time on thinking. How do you feel? d6 is not hanging because of this knight. Hello, Vlad. Hello. I'm good. And how are you? You like both. Okay. Future Vlad. Hi. Yes, boss. Thanks for following. So, what would you say? Why we're not afraid to give up that square? What do you think? for example, this line. We've got d4 as outpost for our knight as well. Yes, definitely this is true, because, well, you give up light squares, you capture the dark squares, and your dark squares are not worse than the light squares of your opponent. And here, in this position, if white would trade and play knight d5, we can trade as well, or play even with the king, something like king f8 or king d8. Of course, we are going to go to the end game in the future. But yeah, let's put just queen d2 and king. I like king f8. So your bishop is better than f1 bishop, and also you can trade your bishop on the knight. You can control this outpost with your bishop, and your opponent couldn't control your d4 outpost. That's why black has an advantage here. And if not bishop f6, if knight d5 already, we could trade again. Knight d4, can we go knight d4? Maybe not. Yeah, because after knight d4 rook b1, our knight has no squares, so knight a5 here. Just b6 or f6, and your knight is totally fine. You're up a pawn. Okay, it was about bishop g5, h6 and queen a5. Bishop g5 is too early in this situation. Because exchange queens and stop opponent from castling. If you stop your opponent from castling by exchanging queens, usually that means the king is gonna be fine in the center. Usually, as a rule. So it's not gonna be the thing. What about f6 pawn? We are giving up that pawn back. This is fine. King f8, yeah, knight f6, knight d4. Or maybe not knight d4, maybe something else first. Something like bishop e6. Yeah, knight d4 is fine, bishop e6 is fine.
Outside my kitchen window, there's a happy parade.
You just have a better pawn structure, a better bishop, better outpost. Okay, let's go back here. D5 is possible also. Knight A5 here. And our basic normal plan is B6 and bishop A6. Our knight on A5, pawn B6, bishop A6 to attack that pawn and to try to win that pawn basically. Okay, after knight A5, bishop D3. If instead of bishop D3, white would play bishop G5, H6 again, bishop H4, and we can play G5 now. G5, bishop G3 and E5. And actually someone says today that you have seen some positions with long castles black. In this case this is possible. The center is closed now. If you would castle on the queen side here, I mean in a few moves, bishop d7, queen somewhere, and long castle, queenside castle, your king is going to be fine. Your opponent has no opportunities to attack your king on the queen side. It's impossible. Open b file, it doesn't help, because after b6 there are no opportunities to open up any line, any file. That's why it's possible to castle here and you would attack on the king side. Thanks for following, thank you so much. So yeah, this is about bishop g5 here, which is not the best option for white. Bishop d3, b6, and let's consider f4. And the question for you, what would you do here as black? Black to move. Also, I want to remind you, you have the link, you can join the classroom and analyze through the classroom, and also you have all the lines there. You can see them and you can save the link and rejoin next time. The knight is out of the game on a5. I think knight e7, g6 is better. Well, but your knight is useful here. Your knight is attacking the pawn, the weak pawn. That's why we put it there. And this pattern is not working in this exact case and in this exact opening, your knight is good here on a5 in this pawn structure in Nimzo-Indian defense. If you put your knight on e7 and g6, what's the point? I mean, what is your knight doing there? Sorry, I have to post again that I am live. I forgot about my Instagram. I took a photo and let's post it to the Instagram story. I am live. And still the same question for you. What would you do as black here? Black to move. The stories is done. Let's read your comments. Kush 2023, hi. You definitely don't like being late. What do you mean by saying this? About my Instagram or what? About the Instagram story? Good to see your micro is working again. It's good to see from me too. But my board didn't work today. Maybe bishop a6. Bishop a6 anyway. It can be a good move, but it's not the best. I regret my opening. What do you mean? You don't like Caro-Kann anymore? Have a look at Fischer. Spassky versus Fischer, game 5. Thanks for following, thank you so much. Sometimes he played his knight to g6 and won a great game. We definitely should have a look at this game, but okay, I don't remember this game, I cannot argue with you, but I'm telling you my point of view. The knight on a5 is useful. This is a good piece. And if Fischer played knight e7 g6, probably he meant something else, and that's not the best place for your knight, I guess. I don't even have to prove it, because we have the main theoretical lines, and computer proved it already. I don't have to develop the theory, I just can have a look at it and learn it and know that this is the best plan for black for now. And it's like we would discuss medicine, you know, science has already opened some ideas, and you have learned something like 50 years ago, and you say this is better. It could be a good idea, but we are talking about best ideas for black. Main lines. Non-stop. Hello. I saw your stream yesterday. Thanks for coming again. Thank you so much. How about knight d7, then e5? Looks good. A castle, because I don't know what playing. Alright. Okay, castle is a good move. Pawn takes d5 is a good move. And one more option, queen e7. It's top 3 here. In the book they say... Let me check. One second. So the grandmaster who played black here, he took on d5. F4 is a mistake. For white is better knight a2, bishop a6 and castle. This pawn is protected, we cannot take it. If we take, bishop takes knight c4, queen a4, we lose the knight. So f4 is a mistake, and castle is fine. Pawn takes d5 is a good move too. Pawn takes and c4. What if the other pawn takes? If e takes d5, then castle, knight e2. Many lines are available for us, as bishop a6, b5. I like b5, because if they take, c4 anyway. Queen b6 looks good. Rook e8 looks good as well. What if castle? What would you do here as black? How would you evaluate this position? Hi, Vikas Kuma 023, hello. Chess lover, you want to take the stream out of e4, e5 for white. Why is e5 not good? At what moment? Let me check. Probably when I asked you what to do after f4. You mean e5 here? If e5 here, then you just help your opponent. He played f4 to capture that square, and you just proved that it's a good move. Knight f3. Now white has the strong center, and you didn't show that you can use that move f4 somehow for yourself. You just helped white, and this pawn is weak on e5. Are you going to trade it now? Probably it's not a good idea. Are you going to protect it? It's also not comfortable for black. So e5 is a bad move here. Okay, where are we? Yeah, here I asked you, how do you evaluate this position? What would you do as black? Speed chess, hello. Paladin, bishop g4, okay. Infinity, hi. Hi from Michigan, wow, hi. So, any ideas for black? Bishop g4. What is my favorite food? Oh, my favorite food is sushi, Ukrainian food, like borscht, serniki. Different soups, yogurts, salads, I love that. I love cheese as well. This is so bad to love cheese. It's too heavy. I love meat as well. Yeah, sushi and Ukrainian food, and salads and fruits and yogurts and different types of meat. Galushki and vareniki, pelmeni as well, yes. Okay, so this position is very good for black, and bishop g4 is a strong move. It is winning. Also, we can do queen b6 first and then go bishop g4. I like bishop g4. This is basically winning. You're attacking that knight. What they can do, rook f2, still queen b6, king f1, knight b3. We're just analyzing, you don't have to remember all this line. If your position is that good, it's not about opening anymore. This is about your conversion of the advantage. This is a huge topic actually. The conversion of the advantage is hard. And just work on it every time. Try to analyze your games. Try to notice when you could lose your advantage and why. Try to fix that. Okay, queen d4, queen d3, h3. Anyway, your position is too good here. -3 for white. We have started with pawn takes d5, e takes d5 here. If c takes d5 here, yeah, standard pattern c4 and castle or knight b3. And also black has a great advantage here. And we're going back. f4 was a mistake. In this position, if not f4, knight e2, bishop a6, castle, we can play knight d7, we can play queen e7, and I want to remind you we cannot take that pawn. So let's consider queen e7. Knight g3. Long castle is available now again. Rook e1. This is a good position for black. Do we take that pawn now? That's a question for you, just to analyze for yourself a bit more and to understand ideas of this position. Will we take that pawn right now? Hi, scene. Probably if I don't, white can defend it with queen a4 or queen e2, so you would take it. We want to attack on the king side, we're not after pawns, maybe. No, because it will free up their bad bishop, maybe. It's opening the position, I don't want it. H5 seems like a reasonable plan. Okay, let's see. If bishop takes, what white would do? Probably they would take it back. Knight takes, and yeah, queen a4. So we can go back, we can try to go back. But how would you evaluate this situation, this position? You took the pawn, and you're really good at understanding this position. Guys, I see your comments, and I see that you have a high level of understanding. Definitely we have traded our good bishop on a bad bishop, and our king is on the queen side. Do you really need to open up some files on the queen side? Maybe not. Or not maybe not, but definitely not. After c4, white has an advantage. This is white's advantage here. You didn't have to take that pawn. Was it clear? Can we move on? Bishop c4 is sure, good, okay. So bishop c4, we're not going to take that pawn. Instead of bishop c4, h5, h4, possible. Also knight d7, possible. King b8 idea. g6. But at g6 I can get it. For what? Interesting. I can't say why computer says we have to play g6. Like, it's one of the top lines. I mean, knight d7 we could play because of e5 idea for white. Oh, maybe because we want to play e5 by ourselves? Let me check the chess base.
Se puso perfecta pa' un par de locura. Contigo las pelis son chimas pero no nos duran. El vibe que tenemos en la alcoba bebé la cura. Porque esa noche somos más que amigos. Bailemos suave, que pa' disfrutarlo es la clave. Yeah. Bailemos suave, baby, que la clave. Baby, que esto se puso intenso. Sácalo salvaje, como te quiero. Y así bien elegante. Es que tengo un party en la casa mía y solo te quiero a ti, con tu mejor lencería. La noche se puso perfecta pa' un par de
I can't see any g6 ideas. h6 is the main line. Queen e2. And move the king. Okay, that makes some sense. King b8, prophylaxis, knight d7 as well. Yeah, and let's stop at analyzing this line. Then after knight d7 or king b8, you probably could play something like g5 and g4. I also like idea knight d7 and h5 h4. As someone said, h5 h4 would work. To me, I would try to play that, but computer says h6 knight d7 or king b8. G6 idea, I think, is playing E5 next move. Yeah, G6, E5 makes sense. We'll try this opening on my other account. Too much theory. I know. Learn openings is not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, H6 prevents bishop G5, of course. This makes sense. So maybe knight D7 first and then H5. Alright, let's see other lines. It was D5, knight A5, bishop D3, yeah, okay, if not D5, then finally knight E2, which is gonna be the best line. B6. Okay, and we will consider knight G3 first here, and also I'm gonna remind everyone, I see we have some advanced players, but we have some beginners too. If you put your pawns on the dark squares, this is good for this position, because you traded your dark square bishop on c3 before, and you have two ideas: to block double pawns and to capture dark squares. This is the basic strategy of this opening, the basic strategy of this system. Okay, knight G3 first, after B6, if knight G3, castle. And still D5. This is pretty similar to the previous position. I would like to consider other lines too, something like bishop G5, H6, oh, H4. How do you feel about H4 move? Would you take the bishop here? Would you take this bishop? No way, never. It's equal to instant resign. Try to calculate the line after pawn takes g5, pawn takes g5. I mean, it's not that bad. Why do you think you cannot take it? Try to calculate this position. I will be back in 1 second. Alright, not 1 second, but a few minutes. I need a small break, please. And you can count this line after pawn takes g5.
Seguido me verán por LA y navegar con un perfil bajo de andar. Traigo pacas verdes buenamente, siempre al frente y bien pendiente, listos para accionar. No soy de problemas, pero si buscas la encuentras, la pacada nunca de faltar. Y bien placos son en el Cura 905, les de arremangar. Ey, siempre con mi Dios y mis santitas a la orden del viejón. Y con mi compita, de mi amor. Ella es muy bonita, sabe que la soy yo. Porque la prende, la puma, la pasa, la para elevarnos un rato. Nos vamos de antro, muy destapando, siempre enfiestado, tronando y en arrancones me ven zumbando, muy destapando, siempre enfiestado, pacas tronando y en arrancones. A los 20 años ya coronamos y desde abajo empecé a triunfar. Porte placoso, bien belicoso y oloroso, vuelvo a ver. No soy de problemas, pero si buscas la encuentras, la pacada nunca de faltar. Y bien placoso en el Cura 905, le de arremangar. Ey, siempre con mi Dios y mis santitas a la orden del viejón. Y con mi damita que no falte mi amor. Ella es muy bonita, sabe que la cuido yo. Porque la prende, la fuma, la pasa, la para elevarnos un rato. Nos vamos de antro, muy destapando, siempre enfiestados, tronando y en arrancones me ven zumbando, muy destapando.
I am back. Thanks for waiting. Okay. So what do you think about this line? Would you like to grab the bishop on g5? Not a chance. F4 after knight d7 and queen h5 idea. You have g6. Pawn takes, knight d7, f4. You have g6. This move. And your idea, king g7, rook h8. Black probably has to give the piece back immediately. Just one question, can you hear the noise? Because there is some noise outside and I am just... No, so the micro is fine. That's great, thank you. In Blitz, definitely not. Let's say about, this is gonna be the classical game. Would you take? There is a little background noise, okay. I would go with knight h5 now. Knight h5. We are not going to take that knight. And there are no threats. Knight f6 is not a threat, we could take it. Well, rook e8 gives an advantage. It makes some sense. But, of course, it's really hard to defend such positions. And after g6, a white could play d5. Or queen g4 maybe. Queen g4 makes more sense. King g7. d5 now. Yeah, and we have to play knight e5. What if we take? Pawn takes. And yeah, so what if knight a5, let's say? We're losing now. After a normal human move, knight a5, we are losing after knight f5 check. And pawn takes. This is beautiful, actually. Wow, these pawns are great. Let's say this check, king f2. No way to escape. No, it's too bad. Oh, yeah, okay. Too many threats. Too many threats. Resign button here. A resign button. Well, if you are a good defender, then you can try to take this bishop after h4. But definitely this is hard. This is hard to play this position. Black has an advantage, but you have to play exact moves, the only moves, to hold this advantage. Alright, where have we been? Knight g3 line, castle, if bishop g5, h6 and h4 we don't take, but we could play pawn takes d4. If pawn takes, actually now computer says to take it. I can't understand yet what's the difference. Why is the difference that huge? Knight h7, g6, same, queen g4. We just have enough time to play king g7, rook h8 or f5 here, and queen takes. Okay. So guys, after h4, pawn takes d4 first, the certain line where we can get a good advantage. Then we take and knight h7. g6, king g7 idea, or g6, f5 idea works here. All right. Let's go back. If not, bishop g5. Okay, d5 anyway. Knight a5, bishop d3, bishop a6. So we are repeating the same ideas. Knight a5, bishop a6, and I hope you will feel a bit better because you don't have to learn every single line. You can just remember these ideas and to play this position successfully, to get your points, to get your victories. Don't worry too much about the theory. It's more important if you can have this lesson and if you can analyze any position step by step, and then you will just understand intuitively what to do. That's how it works in many situations. This opening is not that sharp as, I don't know, dragon. If you would play dragon as black, then you have to remember every single line, because you can just simply lose if you don't remember. Here, you won't lose. You will not lose this position if you forgot that you have to play bishop a6 now. If you go, I don't know, rook e8 instead, you're still fine. If you play queen e7 instead, you're still fine. Knight d7, h6, any move, you're still fine. So don't worry that much about the theory, the theoretical lines. Some of them are important, some of them are just basic strategy understanding is enough, like here. Okay, bishop a6 and queen e2. Black to move, the only move to hold your advantage. What would you do here as black? But other moves, it's just equal. I mean, any logical move like rook e8, queen e7, knight d7, knight b3, h6, h5, it would give you an equal. One move still keeps your advantage. What would you do here? Knight d7. Yes, yes, and this is correct. Wow, knight d7 right away. Rook e8 or knight d7 look obvious. Yeah, I see your comments. We already have knight d7. This is correct. The only move. The only move for now to keep your advantage. And after knight d7, black is better. f4. If not f4, then we will have a huge advantage. Your idea is to put your knight to e5. And you basically just win the pawn. So f4. Then pawn takes d5. C takes d5. Bishop d3, queen d3. And again, a similar pattern. What would you do here? We have considered similar positions before. Black to move here. Try to remember ideas and to use them here. I have to admit, I already studied this a bit. This is good for you. This is great. If you are repeating the same ideas, now you can discuss it a bit more, then you will feel much more confident next time in this opening. c4 we have, okay. Who would play the same move, c4, or maybe other ideas? Rook e8 maybe, okay. My idea is playing f5 right away. f5 right here. Interesting. Oh, which you have to prepare somehow. Yeah, probably you have to prepare this idea first. Red tail shark. Hello. Is it too late to dream about becoming FM? I am 22 years old. It's never too late. Never too late. Especially you're 22, you are so young. Of course, if you have time, if you dream to be an FM and you feel like, oh, okay, I have 1 hour a week to learn chess, maybe in 20 years you will become FM, but if you have more time, if you can study for a few hours every day, or well, I would say 3-4 times a week, if you really, really want it, then you can make it. f5 looks good. And you're already 1400. This is great. You have 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day, every day. I guess it's possible. 1 hour a day, at least 1 day off. Give yourself this opportunity to relax. This is important as well. And also play some tournaments, practice, and definitely you're able to achieve your goal. Философский вопрос. Yeah. I'm 26 and I quit job recently, so I will focus on taking that FM title in the next times. Wow. I hope you didn't quit your job because of chess. But if you have this opportunity, then come on. Who am I to judge you? You were tired. Yeah, I see. Where did you work if it's not a secret? And do you want to change your job? I mean, the field of your job, or just to relax a bit? As an influencer manager. Oh, sounds like a really important role. Was it hard? Guys, I want to remind you that we speak English here, and I would like to ask you to text your messages in English if it's possible, please. Sometimes I can translate something, but I'm sure you can speak English, even just a little bit. But if not, you can translate it. this is like I believe you can do that, and for everyone to be comfortable and speak the same language and read the same messages to understand them, that would be easier. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm kind of on a path to a new life. Well, I wish you good luck on this. This is hard to change something uh, like your profession. This is really tough to learn something new always, and you were brave enough to do that, to decide it. I believe you will achieve what you want, and just to wish you all the best with this. Okay, let's go back to our position. C4 idea was correct. Someone texted this idea. C4 is a good move here for black. F5 is a bit early, guys. F5 is like well, maybe I'm not right. F5 knight takes. Are you going to sack your exchange, or you had other ideas? Because there is an idea, not rook f5, but knight b3, a very exact idea, to trade it here and play g6. Then it works. And if white is a human, they can play knight takes d6, and after rook f4, black is much better. Or after g6, queen g3. And the only move here for black, do not lose this position, but to keep your advantage, is knight f6. Other moves are losing. Any other move is bad here. So the only knight f6. And now castle, knight takes e4, check, king g7, queen e3, king h6, queen e4, develop your queen, and your position is better. King g7 back then. Okay. So f5 would work if you have found this idea knight b3. Yeah, I know, you just need some time for yourself. I totally understand you. Like, more than you can imagine. Can I play one game with you on chat.com? Not today. Follow my streams. I have special days for playing with followers, playing in general. I will add some tournaments, I guess, but today we're going to learn this opening, and I'm not gonna play with followers. C4 was maybe good. Yeah. So F5 works only with knight b3 idea, and C4 works in general. You have many ways to play this position then. Yeah, and here you can play something like queen c7, knight b3, knight c5, rook e8, many good moves for black. All right, let's go back. It was about knight g3 move, number 9. And now we are going to consider the last move for today. This is gonna be bishop g5. Bishop g5 here. And as always, if you followed this lesson very well, you can try to find black's move. Hi, hit and run, hello. Black to move, try to remember what we have learned today already, and then try to find this move by yourself. Imagine you didn't know the theory, you haven't learned it yet, but what do you do? What kind of Nimzo now? Zamesh system with F3. I will show you. Just short recap. A3, bishop takes, then c5, our move, and f3 on the 6th move. And also, if you joined recently, guys, you have links. I shared it on Twitch and YouTube, and you can join the classroom and you have all the lines there. So we have an I am in the classroom. Wow, that's an honor to have I ams here. Okay, yeah, so after f3, knight c6, e4, d6, knight e2, b6, and bishop g5 here. So, sorry, is it here? It must be here. What would you do here as black? No, it's not the same position, sorry. Is it? We had d5 already. Sorry, 1 second. No, it's fine. It's fine in this position. Yeah, this is correct. Well, Paladin, h6. It doesn't work for me. Could you share it again? Sure. 1 second. Here and here. Ignore and castle. Okay. You're welcome. h6, maybe. Mohammed, hello. Okay. Who else would like to play h6 or castle? What do you have in mind? Maybe e5. Okay. You think about e5. Mm-hmm. You like knight a5, all right. Bishop a, maybe you mean bishop a6, not bishop a5. Okay, yeah, your ideas are great. Knight a5 works well, h6 works well, e5 is possible too. The book gives us h6 idea as a main line. The computer agreed. Knight a5 is almost on the same level of the evaluation, like slight small advantage for black after knight a5 as well. But yeah, practical choice, as someone said in comments, h6 to ask this bishop where it goes, just to see. Sometimes your opponent, for beginners, of course, if you get this position, maybe your opponent is not a beginner, but it's a normal situation where beginners could take this knight. They're not going to keep the pressure. They want to trade pieces every time just to capture something. For beginners, guys, don't trade your pieces like that. Try to evaluate your pieces. Such this bishop is a good piece for white. White has a bishop pair, and if you just give up your bishop pair, then white has this doubled pawns, and black has just an advantage. So after h6, bishop h4, and now knight a5. Yeah, for advanced players, h6 is just to see if your opponent plays bishop h4 or bishop e3, f4, and then you can decide what to do, what is better for you. And also you will always have this option as an option. Maybe you're not gonna play this for now, but sometimes we could do that. G5, knight a5 here, and knight c1 is the best move for white. Why knight c1? Why not? Okay, knight g3 is impossible because of g5. Knight f4 is possible because of g5 as well. They have to protect this pawn. They actually don't have to protect this pawn right now. It's protected as always. We cannot take it because of queen a4. But yeah, knight c1 is just a protection for the pawn. Okay, in the book they consider bishop d7. It was played in the real game, but I don't like bishop d7, and this is definitely not the best move. Let's discuss what to do as black here in this position. Black to move. Of course, we still have e5 idea, as you said. We have something like queen e7, queen c7. Of course, bishop a6, our main idea. And bishop d7 doesn't look like a good move. I'm gonna check it in chess base as well. Yeah, queen c7 has to be the best line. White's idea was to trade this knight. We're not afraid of bishop f6. Knight b3, queen takes. probably e5. And e5. Yeah, and we can stop here. Our pawn structure is great for the light square bishop, for the bishop on c8. It's almost equal, but it's easier to play for black, I think. And even to put your king on e7 looks good. The center is closed. There are no ways to attack your king here. What happened to the chat? I prefer black, yeah. Because of the pawn structure, I understand. How to react after a4? That's a great question. a4. And the idea is a5. Ignore it. Don't play a5. It's too much. I know, dark squares, but this is too much. Your pawn b6 is gonna be weak. So we just ignore it. How can we ignore it? By playing something like rook g8 or king e7, or basically we can consider taking it here. Why not? Yeah, actually, why not? Pawn takes, pawn takes. Yeah, I would take the pawn. If they protect it, how could they protect it? Rook d1. Rook g8, queen b2, king e7. a4 is bad here. We still take it. Yeah, okay, any other questions about this position? Yeah, king e7 after a4 would work too. a4 may be too early before we free rook on h1. I agree. What is the point of a4? The point of a4 is to try to play a5, to open up this file somehow, to weaken your pawn structure, because it's too strong. It's too good. We have the other option. I would prefer to take, but maybe rook g8 as engine says. Rook g8. What if a5? Just rook b8. Let's give him an opportunity to think a bit more. Yep, rook b8, pawn e5, pawn e5. Wow, why rook b6? Why not pawn takes b6? Rook b6, queen a4, we're not afraid of this position. King e7. And if queen takes, just bishop b7. Black's advantage. Queen a4 or queen a3. Just pawn takes. And then queen c5. Black is better here. Alright guys, this is it for today. We have considered many different lines, and this is enough for you. The theoretical information is tough. You have this classroom, you can save the link. I'm gonna save it too. And then you can join the classroom, consider all the lines. You can rewatch this stream, of course, and to repeat the Zemmer system. We will continue next week. Probably this is gonna be Saturday morning. We'll see. And for the next week, Tuesday, I have in plans to stream on Tuesday, but the late evening, like after 9 p.m., probably 10 p.m. European time. And then Friday and Saturday. Saturday in the morning at the same time probably as today, Friday night, and Tuesday. 3 streams. This is just a plan. I will post the final schedule on Instagram and Twitch, so follow my stories, do not miss my streams. And thanks for being here today, thanks for joining me. Have a nice day, have a nice week. I will see you on Tuesday, I guess. Yeah, you are very welcome. What is my rating? My rating is 2100 FIDE. I mean, classical rating. Yeah. So, yeah. Hugs, and I will find the rate. Let's find the rate, and I will finish this stream. Bye bye. Sister's chess sounds great. Let's go. Sister's chess.